I guess I just got on a vein of like discussion points, but we've been talking a lot about masculinity. Had a guest a couple episodes ago. He wrote a book about being a nice guy versus a good, like a nice man versus a good man, like in the difference. And we got a lot into like the performative aspects of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's something that maybe that's why I've just been really kind of keyed in on and watching that in the world. The performative aspects of this kind of thing where like, you're like, we open with, you're that person that like, why just tell it like it is? And then it becomes like this thing that you feel like you have to do.
All right.
It's like,
that's your shtick.
Yeah. But like in the fight, like we're talking about the fighting, but like real masculinity, that's like restraint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what, when people throw around that term, like stoicism, be like the Stoics, they really just mean like, have some goddamn restraint.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all know the guy, we all have if you're a guy, you've all had that one friend that has that weird energy. That's like, some shit can go sideways at any point with this guy. And you're somehow you're friends with him, but he's just like, something ain't right. And you're like between enjoying your time with that person, but also like kind of fearful at some point. We all have that friend.
Well, I have per capita.
I've had several.
Per capita, I feel like I have more of them just because I was in the infantry in the army.
Yeah.
I mean, and I remember going to what was it?
It's that Conor McGregor energy.
Well, I mean, going to Fort Bragg the very first, or living in Fort Bragg, finally, gelling with my platoon, and like, and the first time we went out, it was like, hey, we're going to the bowling alley. I'm like, cool, that's cool.
Yeah.
Or what are we bowling? No. I'm like, why are we going to the bowling alley? We're going there to drink and maybe pick a fight. I'm like,
what are we doing?
What?
Yeah.
I'm like, and if you pick a fight, I have to do what? And I'm older than most of these guys, but I'm also, like, I'm still new. And they're like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. You have to, you have to fight too. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, why? If your first premise was to go drink and fight as opposed to, like, I don't know, go bowling, I think we've gone the wrong direction already. But yeah, no, there are many guys like that. Yeah.
Have some restraint, bro.
Yeah. One of my son's soccer coaches, when my son was probably 10, 11, something like that. He was a younger guy, probably in his mid-20s, and Coach Robbie. I have so much respect for Coach Robbie. Still to this day, because Coach Robbie would tell me about like different parents, and I was like team manager at the time and everything, and we talk a bunch. And he'd tell me about one of the parents that he knew that he like Coach Robbie coached this guy's son. Coach Robbie's player, that dad, was one of the top people at, the soccer play. Like, he was one of the coaches. He had a higher level, coaching status than Coach Robbie. He coached older kids. He, he had 3 or 4 kids that actually went through soccer, and some played in college. He played in college, like all of these things.
Yeah, got experience.
And he looks over on the sideline when they're losing or winning or whatever. And, and he's very conscious of the man that's behind him. This one of the top people in the organization that he's coaching his kid. And whenever, like, something's happening or whatever, and he hears the parents like, fuck you, ref, and fuck you, 10-year-old happens again. I saw,
I've been,
there, there was a 30-something-year-old that went and hit a 14-year-old at a game. Anyway,
again, restraint, man.
Yeah, exactly.